Building connections with people, I think networking is one of the most important things. Like, you can have the best degree, you can have the best.
Stay still. Okay. Oh, also, stay still and don't say anything until we say your name. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, welcome everybody to another episode of the Soju Bomb podcast. I am joined here today by my two fellow senpais, Kim of Senpai Squad and Marvin Square Noodles. Gentlemen, how are you?
Pretty good.
Oh my god, it's been so long.
It's been too damn long.
We're finally all in the same room.
But
Happy to be back. Happy to be back.
I know. Happy to be back. Again, my name is Anthony RK. We also have a new addition to the team. If you would introduce yourself, we have our newest production member. You can look in your camera right here. This jank ass camera right here. What's your name and title, sir?
Hi, my name's James, and I'm the audio engineer. I don't know. Yeah, there's no official title yet.
Yeah, there's no official title, but he's
Young James in training.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna refer to him as Young James.
Yeah,
So,
Young James.
All right. So anyways, so yeah, that's the whole crew. We're back together again, gentlemen. How are you guys doing today?
I'm so excited
Oh
just to be here, dude.
Legitimately, like, you know, we're bros and everything, but I kind of got jitters. Like, I'm a little nervous, and I'm a little like.
Me too.
I'm super happy though. I'm hella happy.
Especially like, you know, we got something in store for everyone.
I know.
So much has happened.
Definitely. Okay, so before we rant on too much, today's a very special episode one because it's kind of our return. How long have we been gone?
Too long. Like,
Dude,
5 months.
The last episode. Well, okay, the last time we've been together and the last time we put out an episode.
I don't remember.
Thanks, Kim. Anyways, it's been a while since we put out our last episode. It's been like over a month. It's definitely been over a month. So anyways, that being said, we definitely were up to a bunch of different stuff. We'll get into it in a little bit, but today's episode is super special because today we have a very special guest. If you're not aware, this frame that I'm in is cut out because we're trying to keep said person blocked and not kind of hidden. We're trying to keep it a surprise, kind of like Christmas. So yeah, what can we say about this person? This person's, for me, very special. She's I kind of give it away a little bit, but she is a very respected person, avid member of the community, of the anime nerd fandom, cosplay, and esports community. I actually met her through a friend of ours, Richie, and that was an interesting experience. And I know we'll get into each of our stories of her. Oh man, there's too much that I can't really like kind of like comprehend it. So I think I might just let her tell it herself. So if everyone will give a warm round of applause for MizziMie.
I've emerged. No more censor. Yes. I've evolved. Thank you. Thank you.
So we have MizziMie, aka the roast queen, aka cosplay goddess, aka freaking Tekken master, aka all kinds of shit. But anyways, Mizzi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing today?
Oh my god, thanks so much for having me. I've seen all the podcasts. I play it in the background and I'm just like, oh my god, I love it. I feel like I'm part of the whole experience for sure. So it's actually nice that I'm here with you guys. Oh, no. Thank you for having me. Love you guys.
So, okay, before we get into like any of the juicy stuff, I have a couple questions if it's all right. And this kind of goes for the guys. So I think before we get started, I kind of want to like give people like a perspective on how we know each other. So, do you guys have your stories queued up? Or like, do you remember?
I remember how the first time I met Mizzi. It's kind of like wild and dumb, but I love it.
I don't know who wants to go first.
Yeah, you guys want to go?
Yeah, I can go first. Oh yeah, so
okay.
Sorry. So you know, like for AX at the
Rooftop?
the rooftop parties.
How do I know that?
Wait, the one at the Western? The Western?
The Western, like Bonaventure. So like, I think it was the second year, and then a bunch of my friends were like, "Yo, like come down to the rooftop, like or rather the pool deck, right? The western pool deck.
Yeah.
And then like we'll just all meet up there.
Shout
And so
out
I'm like, yeah,
Weston.
dope. So I have this like me at that time, me and Steven, we brought like 5-gallon jugs, and then we just filled it up with like alcohol,
Fucking
basically
like jungle juice?
Yeah, like jungle juice.
Oh,
and
shit.
I think at that time, no, it wasn't jungle juice. We had like
Was it the Lon milk?
no, well that's
You remember
Hank's.
that,
That's
though?
yeah, I remember that. But it was margarita and
Ooh.
the coconut and pineapple. What is that?
Wait, was it your
Pina
fishbowl?
colada?
Pina colada.
Oh,
right?
okay,
It
okay,
wasn't
okay.
the fishbowl, but we
Okay.
had gallons, right?
Damn.
And so like when we showed up,
Uh-huh.
like we're kind of just like giving everyone like drinks, right? And
Yeah.
at this point, like I'm like a little shy boy. And
Nice.
then I'm just like giving everyone drinks, right? Like doing waterfall in this like 5-gallon jug. It's just like
I
shit
can
like that,
imagine,
right?
Yeah.
And then like
Yeah.
while I'm standing on the kind of like the ledge, here comes Mizzi, right? just like
shit.
kind of like wandering around. And I'm just like, I didn't notice back then, but
Yeah.
like she was like high as a kite. just like just going like around, just like I was just like
What
I'm
year?
like
What year is this?
I'm not sure, but
Okay.
this the second.
Were you square noodles at that point?
I was square noodles at
So
that
after
point already.
2015, for sure.
Yeah, but I was just starting out. So
Okay.
because that's when I've known of her. Like that's when I've known of like.
So
these
you
guys.
knew
I'm
of
just like,
her?
yeah, because I'm just like that's in my head. I'm just like that's MizziMie. Like I want to shoot with her, you know. Yeah, because your silver cosplay was like
Oh yeah.
like that. I'm just like I saw you like walking around, like you had like a leather jacket on, right? And I like Steven was like,
Yes.
Steven, that's like that's MizziMie, right?
Oh, shit, that's MizziMie.
Right?
Not Mizzi, you, Mizzi.
Yeah, Mizzi.
Nice.
And so I was like in my mind, I'm like, fuck, like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go up to her, say hi, and
Yeah.
I don't like I told you this story before, but you don't remember.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, so but that was
That's
the
good.
first time me meeting you.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I said hi. I was like, hey, Mizzi, you know, like I love your cosplays, this and that. And you're like, oh yeah, like, you know, thanks, you know. And then we were talking, and I
Such
was
a
like,
fanboy.
I offered you like a drink. I was like, oh no, I don't drink. But like, you're like at that time we were just like kind of like slurring.
Fucking,
I don't drink.
She doesn't drink. Yeah, she doesn't drink.
guys. Yeah.
But yeah, like you're like so chill, right?
Yeah.
And then I was just like, hey, yeah, you know, like I do photos. Like we should like at that time I was like completely new, right?
Ooh.
And then you were like, yeah, like I'm like let's shoot sometime, this and that.
Wow.
And then right when I was about to like one more word, suddenly like 10 people just swarmed her, like all guys.
Damn.
They're like
Wow.
surrounded. I'm like, you're MizziMie? And you're like, yeah. And I'm just like,
Damn
at that
it.
point, I'm just like, I'm gone. Like, dude, holy shit. Like, I can't compete. Just
Yeah.
Just
like
like face in
people
the
like,
background.
seriously, like, I just
Aw.
laughed. Like, there's like 10 guys just straight up like
Oh
swarmed
my
her.
God.
Marvin,
Yeah.
how do you feel about hearing
Yeah, so that was the
I feel
first time we
bad.
met. No, it's all
I'm telling
good.
a story that I
Yeah.
don't remember. I feel bad.
So that
But-
was the only time we
Wow.
had like an interaction.
really. I
Yeah.
thought we had one more at.
At that point,
Warehouse.
like warehouse, Senpai Squad, and all that. But it was like
Mhm.
it was always just be like say hi, hello.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't
I see.
until we started working again that we
Mm.
started having more interaction.
That's true.
Because remember, it's like with Matcha, he was
Matcha would
like,
always
we're
bug
trying
me.
to like get the shoot
Yeah.
together, but that's how I met you.
Yeah.
That was
Dang, that's so
and you don't
sweet.
remember it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So she was super
Also-
cool even then.
Yeah, that's why I was just like,
dog.
like for me, it was just like, dang, she just got swarmed. Like I'm just like, fuck, like I want to work with her even more, you know?
Oh.
Dang, that
So it's
clout
like
though.
that, yeah, that instant cloud. I was just
Yeah.
like, fuck, I'm a fucking cloud chaser.
Nice.
Like, no,
Damn,
seriously.
dog,
And
that's
I was
sick,
just
though.
a really big fan of your
Oh.
silver cosplay. And at that time, I
Sweet.
was like, I was really heavily into like cosplay photography.
That's true.
So
Nice.
yeah, that was my story.
For some reason, okay, this is how I think I met you. This is my version, my memory. I thought we met at a warehouse party. Or maybe that's the actual memory that I remember. That one I know I remember I was lit as shit. Yes.
Wait, which warehouse party was it?
It was when like Slushy was one of your DJs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slushy was there. That's why I remember it too, because I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Kim, what did you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that? Yeah, but that I remember you approached me then. I was in kind of like a VIP area, kind of.
Yeah.
No,
And then
so I
yeah.
remember that, right? That's right. There was that moment too.
Mhm.
But then it was just like very like few
Fast.
things. Yeah, it was super fast.
Like a quick
It's like,
exchange.
yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like we were there and then we had to go. Like I had to go right away because I was working for Kim's Kim's event. I was doing photography for him. I just said hello, and then I think you were rolling a blunt.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Sounds right. I remember that for some reason.
I don't smoke, so I'm just like, all right, peace. Like, go work.
Yeah. Damn, and now you're my main photographer.
Hey,
yo,
we
let's
go
go. Dreams.
That's a Cinderella story right there, son.
Dreams.
Cinderella up in here, dude. Look at that shit.
The guy that couldn't talk to her.
So exactly that. I'm just like, dude.
Inseparable.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's wholesome
Good
shit,
shit.
dog.
I know, right? Like,
Cool.
guys, follow your dreams, man.
Follow your dreams.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's the best advice.
Damn, dog. All right, Kim.
Yeah, I had to really think hard because I really don't remember.
I think I remember
I think
how
I
met
remember.
you.
Can I say?
Okay,
Was it ALA?
Okay, I don't remember this convention.
Wow.
But I remember how we met. Bobby was the one who talked to me.
Was it like you were in like a green cosplay in a pool?
Wait,
He's trying to save it, burn colors.
Pool party at Kali?
Yes.
I met you there?
Wait. Okay, for those of us that don't know that, what?
Yeah.
Okay, context, please.
Oh yeah, okay. So Anime LA, one time I did pool party at Kali.
Sorry.
And I remember I met a lot of photographers then, but I guess that's how I met you too. Oh my god, we shot at the pool! No!
So, yeah.
I thought my memory was bad.
So the reason why it's so difficult is because we go to the same cons every year,
Yeah.
and all the members just get all
They get
jumbled
mixed
up
up all the time.
Right.
Oh my god, that means I met you before I met Marvin.
Yeah, way
and
before.
Anthony?
Yeah, way before.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay,
When it was just starting
Y'all are
out.
OGs.
I used to
Yeah. Damn, dude.
I thought I met you for some reason at AX, and then you were doing your videography.
Videography, yeah.
But Bobby was like, "Hey, can my friend take a video of you in your car?" I thought it was it, but now I remember it better.
Yeah.
probably
So wait, is there footage of this?
Was there footage?
I-
Can you dig
I
it up
saw
on your
it.
hard drive?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
dig it up.
Dig it up.
Yeah,
Wait, now?
That's
No.
crazy.
Like right now.
Yeah.
I'm
So what was your memory?
Yeah, but that's what I remember.
Oh.
It was an AX, and it's at the backside of all the behind the convention center.
I shoot
buildings
there a
where all
lot,
the-
so
Yeah, I thought it was there for some reason, and
But-
then we shot a cosplay too that I did. I don't even remember what cosplay I wore, but I just remember you were like you're going from the ground. With your-
Oh, you know it.
Yes.
So this cute.
That's so cute.
That's so
Yeah,
cute.
Fucking fighter pilot.
That's what I remember. And I remember you being really cool and stuff like that. Like for some reason, this kid's like popular and shit. And I remember
For some reason.
who's this kid? You
Yes.
know? And I was really impressed with his work ethic because he would make a video same day, edit same day, upload at the same night.
Yeah.
You know, so I literally
Same day edit.
AX, Anime Expo,
Anime
day
one,
one,
same day edit.
cosplay.
Yeah.
You see it at night. And I
Yeah,
was like,
dang.
I just seen him.
yeah, I saw 2 hours ago. Like, what's this guy do? You know?
Yeah.
And there was like, it's so consistent. I was like really impressed. And I'm like, damn, this guy
that was
works
old
hard.
school
Yeah.
Kim,
Damn, dog, that's crazy. Because I heard stories about those days when he would put out like same day shit.
Same day edit.
And like at
Fucking
that
nuts.
time, during that generation of like con going, like no one was doing that.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's kind of
Yeah.
how like it helped build your reputation in the scene.
Yeah.
That's true.
Damn.
It was a lot of exposure too for like cosplayers and stuff.
Oh
So
yeah.
it was nice.
You know.
Dang, well, we should definitely get them on sometime and be like, hey, I gave you your start. Show them the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember this?
Yeah.
You remember this? Oh
Yeah,
man.
dog. You got to show us sometime too. I'll give you a gimbal.
Oh,
and
there's
that way you
there's some behind the scenes footage.
Yeah.
That's actually a lot of behind the scenes footage.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
whoa.
one thing that I was telling Kim too is just like I was telling him I was so happy that Philip was taking behind the scenes of him. So like he old school freaking Kim, dude. I'm just like dang, because it's like it does. It's not only that it makes me remember him, like how he used to be, but it makes me remember like what I was doing
Yeah.
back then.
Mhm.
I'm just like damn, like when he was coming, when he was already like he's 1 year. He's been shooting at like Community for like 1 year, and like for me, I was just coming up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was just like dang, like Kim, like he's putting in work. He's shooting with all these like
Oh yeah.
like top like cosplayers and shit. I'm like, I want to work with like top cosplayers too.
Mhm.
And
the
like that was
dream, dude.
Kim, yeah, dude. Like
yeah.
Wow,
everyone-
look at you though.
I know. He's literally doing it now.
dreams
He
do come
inspires
true.
me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn,
I love
that's
that.
awesome, man.
We're right next to each other.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, dude.
So,
Yeah, my story is hella different. Like, damn,
Yeah,
y'all
good
had
different.
all that shit. Well, yeah.
yeah.
So do you remember the first time we met?
You said it was through Richie, and it was because I was hired for
Sabacon,
Sabacon.
yeah.
Sabacon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so- to cue it up, obviously being the events guy, right?
Mhm.
At that time, I think because me and Richie were like starting to get close at that time, and he was like, "Hey, do you need any help with guests?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Who do you got?" He's like, "Oh, my friend Mizzi." And I was like,
Oh, Richie.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
straight up, dude. Shout out fucking
Yeah.
Richie, the
Yo,
legend, dude.
God
Richie
bless.
Squid. He
Yeah.
just bought a DDR machine for $100.
I saw that.
Killing
I
it.
saw
You didn't see his
that.
post?
What? I'm gonna look at it.
He straight up
After
bought a
this,
DDR machine for $100.
Wow.
Can't make this shit up, people.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wow.
anyways, so Richie's like, yeah, I mean, since you got me a free badge and everything, let me try to help you out. So he's like, I'll bring like 20 people and I'll get you a guest. And I was like, all right, my guy, shit.
Hey.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, let me introduce you to my friend Mizzi. And so at that time, it was, well, at least for me, my DMs were like backed up. So I think I messed up on the communication. So Richie was doing it for me. And so
Yeah.
Richie was kind of the middleman. And so I was just like, yeah, like, I didn't know like what her terms were and everything, but all business aside and everything, I was like, we ended up, getting her.
Yeah.
And so I was excited because Richie was like, yeah, I'll pick her up too. And I was like, oh, shit. Fucking Richie's
Oh.
Richie doing
hand
all
delivering.
yeah,
I-
silver platter
I
and all
remember
that.
that
Yeah.
ride.
Jeez.
And then and I heard on that ride you guys did like a photo shoot in the middle of the desert or
You
something.
know why we did that? Because his car overheated. And we got stuck there for like a good
Hey, I'm trying to make him look
minutes.
good, okay? I'm trying to make him look good, all right?
That's so Richie though.
But that is exactly what he do. He's like, fuck it, we're stuck here. Let's do a
Gotta
photo
be
shoot.
productive, y'all.
Yeah,
That's
gotta make it
true.
count.
That's true.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so-
Richie, oh my
Yeah, let me
Always
hit up, let me
taking
hit him up for
advantage
those
of
photos.
opportunities, man.
Yeah.
Richie.
Sounds like something that we would do back then too. Like,
Pretty
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
like just some
shit.
dumb
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, he ends up getting her here, and I remember because she was the first guest that I landed for Sabacon, like I wanted to make sure I took very good care of her. So I was like, all right, I'll be your handler. Do whatever is cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we kind of went through Sabacon. One of the things that we brought her on for was to do my eyebrows.
Yes. Oh my
What?
God.
Remember that? That was in the contract. So in her contract.
It was in my contract.
In her contract.
What?
Dude, like Richie was like, yeah, like she's really good at doing eyebrows, and then she was like, yeah, can I do everyone's eyebrows? We're like, fuck it, she can do everyone's eyebrows.
Yeah, I remember before I left Sabacon, it was the last thing
It was the
I
last
did.
thing you did. Yeah, we were in the staff room, and we were like waiting in a line.
What the fuck?
I love that.
It was great. Yeah, and everyone wants a part 2 to that too. Like Danny was like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
you can get
Do
busy
her
back, do
eyebrows.
my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we should probably have a future segment on here where she does all of our eyebrows.
Yeah, well, we're doing podcasts.
I think you offered once.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I used to be addicted to like
Getting
Damn,
yeah,
it's like-
fixing everyone's eyebrows. It's
Yo.
like
Oh my
guys
God.
would look. I don't know. Guys look so much more put together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly. I definitely needed help. That's why she had to do mine.
I
But
was like,
anyways.
sounds like you.
Yeah, it was mainly for me. Richie was like, yeah, I gotta look out for your eyebrows, bro.
Aw.
Oh
So
my God.
anyway, anyways though, like it was so legit, like it was so outrageous, and I was like, it was probably one of the best like guest interactions that I had,
Mhm.
like professionally, because like she was super on top of it. She was like in our hentai lounge, like engaging with people,
Mhm.
and like we had guests and stuff. Like that was the year we had Pro ZD, and like him
Oh my
and
God.
you were like the best guests.
I have
that we
not
Really?
heard
Yeah.
that name in like a
'Cause I
long
was
time.
like,
Pro ZD.
word? Yeah. But no, she was like super chill and everything. Like everything, she kept asking me every morning and every night, like, is there anything else I could do? And I was like, damn, like just chill,
Just chill.
Get your dinner and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
a
remember we had our road trip. We went off to go find some goodies.
Oh.
Yeah, we're looking
Yeah.
for food and goodies. So we're like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. Let's go out and explore. And then we came back, and then literally she's like, yeah, I have your food here. And I was like running around doing my shit, and my food got hella cold.
Oh.
But and then so she actually like called me and was like, hey, your food's here, come eat. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. So I was super thankful for that. She made sure like I was fed, and I was like,
Oh, dude,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you took care of me too. I was not expecting my own like sweet. When I got there, I was like,
Yeah.
this whole sweet is mine. I know, I was so
Yeah.
happy. I felt so
Yeah.
spoiled. I like jumped on the bed. I was
Like,
like,
oh,
it's
jump
mine,
for joy.
mine,
Hey.
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that, and then after that, we just kept seeing each other at cons.
That's
Yeah.
true. And then
Yeah.
the second time we kind of worked together was like the link up or something.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah.
Link Up last year.
Was that Vegas?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
here
yeah,
last
yeah.
year, literally a year.
But
ago.
I was.
You were there.
Oh yeah.
You were there. All y'all were there.
That was fucked up.
That was how a lot of this started,
Like,
actually.
we were dancing on the stage.
Oh, my god, yeah!
we just
And they
bumped
had
up.
to fucking pull
Security.
us down. They're like, you can't dance here. They're like,
Yeah.
Ah, turning down.
yeah,
turning
we were
down,
hyping that party up.
Yeah.
We were
Yes.
Oh
hyping
my
it
God.
up.
So
Dude.
thank you for that. That made us look
God
very
bless.
good. It was great.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
so yeah, ever since then, we just kept seeing each other and
Yeah.
hella cool, and then we share like hella memes, hella jokes. we do like hella funny ass Tagalog jokes and
Yeah.
shit too. So no, so that's us. That's how we know her.
That's great.
Anything you want to add as far as like your intro though? I know this is like a
I
terrible
know,
intro. We're just
No,
talking
it's a-
about
I
all the
feel like
crazy
it's a
times. with
great
our
intro.
friends.
Yeah, it's
I
a
love
great
it.
intro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was there anything you
Yeah.
wanted to share about yourself that maybe people don't know about or anything out there?
What
Not to put you on the
do
spot.
Not know about me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Besides my cosplay, my
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah, you regularly do like fan questions, so
Yeah.
so
That's
that's a
true.
good.
Every time, at least when I'm on Twitch, like people engage
Will
with stuff.
engage,
with me,
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You're very
I
open
mean-
too, so that's good. So
I mean, I guess what you
For
could
the
maybe
most part.
open up with is like what type of stuff do you do? Because you do a lot of stuff.
She does.
You do a
I try
lot
to
of
do a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah.
like I wanted to do my own 3D stuff, but I just don't have
Yeah.
the time. I wanted to
Mhm.
record like covers of songs, but I don't have
Yes.
the
Yeah.
time. Now that I have
Karaoke.
my
Yeah.
own place,
yeah,
just
you
gonna
can just
fucking
set
get
up
the
everything,
content.
right?
Yeah.
Magic
Yeah.
mics. Magic mics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Let's
All
go.
my karaoke
Hell yeah.
sessions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can sing.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Sometimes.
That
Sometimes.
Filipino jeans.
Yeah.
dude.
Bro, we all have it's all DNA and then karaoke.
I can't
mics.
sing for shit, but props to you guys. Holy shit. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Yeah. Whatever happened to like shoutcasting and stuff like that? I remember when we first met, you're like, yeah, I want to get into like casting. So remember
Ooh,
that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was having like a really good like back to every week. I would go to Wednesday night fights.
Nice. Shout out Alex Vai. Uncle
Wednesday-
Vai.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's,
Yeah.
Yes, but he's a really nice guy
Yeah.
too.
The
He
best. Cool dude.
yeah, I went to esports arena at OC actually.
Santa.
that's right. You were doing that.
Yeah, I was there every week just
Mhm.
commentating Tekken before COVID happened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I did meet Alex. He was introduced to me
Markman?
by Every Damn Day. Do you guys know that
Ah.
guy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was introduced, and he's so nice. Every time I pass by, he's always like, "Are you gonna make a TikTok here? Make a TikTok here. I'll make a little area for you to do TikToks." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
I love the community there,
Nice.
and I was already like getting the flow of commentating properly. You know,
Tight.
at
Hell
first,
yeah.
I guess I was like a little bit intimidated because I was always sitting next to someone who had way
Yeah.
more experience than me.
Mhm.
But I always felt like I would just chill with these people, you know, just talk
Yeah.
about video games
Yeah.
and stuff. So it was good.
You're part of the bros.
Yeah,
I'm a-
definitely.
Bro.
Yeah, that's true. She
Yeah.
can definitely hang, guys.
Yeah,
Seriously.
hell yeah.
That's
But
nice.
yeah, like I still want to do that stuff. Hopefully, when the esports arena over here at the
Yeah.
At the Luxor.
Luxor
Yeah.
does more weeklies, maybe I can
Mhm.
commentate back there again. We'll see.
Nice.
That's
That'd be
something.
fun.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
dream.
I know.
I want to do commentating. My goal was to commentate for Evo
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
supposed to have a.
Yeah.
I was supposed to commentate not for a big game or anything, but just a little.
Just to
a
get your
little
foot in the
random
door.
game. Yes, exactly.
Just anything at Evo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then.
Yeah.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah.
Ah, sad
Yeah.
times. We'll talk about it another time. But yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Well, I think
Yeah.
everyone's caught up on Mizzi U. And
Yeah.
Mizzi
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
so okay, so one of the things that well, clearly all three of us here look up to you and respect you highly. So this is our chance to kind of dissect a little bit about you. If that's
My
cool.
brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if you know, but lately the theme of the podcast has kind of become more of like us being like an industry insider podcast. So we
Yes.
want to kind of give people like some advice on like what to expect in the industry, especially as a newcomer.
Mhm.
And
Gotcha.
someone as experienced as yourself, you obviously have a lot to offer. So kind of getting more into the meat and potatoes of the podcast. I know that we wanted to learn a little bit more about you and your involvement with the community.
Mhm.
So I believe Kim has a question queued up for you.
Yeah, so
Yes.
like back then, like I used to shoot you a lot, hang out with you a lot, and then
Mhm.
eventually I was, moving on to Senpai Squad. So I ended up, doing my own thing, and then I checked back on your stream, and I realized like the people who were on your stream now were still there, like they were the people like there like
Mhm.
couple years ago,
Mm.
and I'm like, they're so loyal, like you have such a loyal fan base. So my question is for all the people who are trying to start up.
Yeah.
Like in a specific scene or business industry or building a online persona, what type of advice would you give to build a community?
That's a good question.
Before you answer that,
Yeah.
yeah, Kim, can we give Kim a round of applause? That was
Yeah,
actually
dude,
very well,
seriously.
very well thought
I
out.
feel
'cause
like
I-
a Miss Universe.
did he win the pageant?
Seriously,
Am I
like,
a pageant? I was kidding.
Yeah, I'm like,
I guess when it comes to, let's say, Twitch specifically, right?
Yeah.
I've been streaming for about 5 years now. Holy
That's
shit.
so long.
Wow.
It's the
Cheers
longest.
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you,
fucking
Twitch.
Consistency
Thank
on
you,
that
Twitch.
one.
Yeah.
is- yeah.
Cheers to that. Cheers
Yeah,
to that.
to the Twitch chat.
Cheers.
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 Thank you,
Shout out to our
Twitch.
Twitch chat.
Thank you,
Twitch.
Twitch chat, if
Twitch
you're
chat.
watching,
Yeah.
throw up them pog chants.
Oh, yeah.
I
Poggers.
know.
Poggers, baby.
So I remember when I was first streaming, I told Tina this story kind of, but I just got into streaming very randomly because I went into this event and this guy just looked at me like with my foot and my face all the way down
Like,
and then
straight
all the
up?
way back to my face. And then he was
Damn.
just like, okay, he's gay though, but just to say,
But
but
he knew how to do it.
Yeah.
That's the point.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Like-
he was like, hey, you should stream, you know? And I was just like, you know what, fuck it.
I
You know?
should.
You should.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll do it, you know? And I
Yeah.
remember I was streaming on a laptop and I didn't have a desk, so I was streaming on an ironing board.
Oh my god.
And it wasn't even the ironing board that was all the way up, it was on the ground.
It was the small one.
So, yeah.
I have that one.
So humble beginnings, you know? I was
Yeah,
streaming
that's sick.
there. I didn't have my computer desk. I didn't have a tower. I didn't have lighting. It was literally just the window, my laptop.
Yeah.
And sometimes my laptop would die. So
Can't handle it.
No.
Damn.
Chris F.
I
Yeah,
know.
F's in the chat,
I'm looking
boys.
back, but
Fuck.
I think I got very lucky with my community specifically because
Nice.
I started streaming on Twitch because I just wanted to play with people, honestly. Like I wanted to enjoy video games, and most of my normie friends don't play video
Yeah,
games, you know?
it's true.
Yeah.
Christ. Or at least not as hardcore as I did back
Mm-hmm.
then. Like they would, I play like Candy Crush, and I'm just like, oh, good for you. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clash of Clans. Yeah.
Clash of Clans.
Yeah, you know, but I was just like, I want to play like these kind of games, you know?
Mm.
So I was just like, I think streaming I'll just find people who,
Nice.
who I play with. And then I found people who I play with regularly until I got more and more people just slowly going in and engaging. And I think they stayed because one time, or not one time, but this specific time, I was making a story based on all of the people who are in my chat. So if you were at my chat that time, let's just say this is my chat, right? I would say like, okay, Anthony is the protagonist and he's walking. I was like, he was walking in the school and he runs into Kim and Marvin, who were like the biggest, most popular bullies. I was just saying random shit like that.
So you would say like a story, like
Yeah.
a narrative for these
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
And then they would just like hang out and they would react and then they would say stuff in the chat as if they were reacting, you
Yeah.
know? And I was like, oh, this person said this. Oh my God, they were like, I can't believe it. So it was a lot of like
That's
just
sick.
fun engagement.
It's like D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So I
Yeah.
was D&Ding my chat. I was D&Ding my chat. I remember it was going on for like at least 2-3 days until I had to stop because there was like 100 people watching me and I'm like, they can't I can't. I need to make notes. And
Too
then-
many. Yeah, I need to keep track into the roster.
Right?
yeah, but I just kept playing with them and all these things, and then eventually, like one anime expo,
Yeah.
I forgot which one specifically, but I just did a little meet and greet with them, and it was so fun. Eric was one of those people, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Eric.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Eric.
all these people know Eric.
Yeah,
now.
bro, he's the homie.
Yeah, he's a homie.
Yeah, I've
Bless
met
him.
Eric. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
shout out to him.
Shout out to Eric. He supported me since the beginning. When I got my sub badge, it was a lot easier to get sub badges back in the day. There was no like minimum requirement.
Right.
Whoa.
I think as long as you kind of knew somebody
Mhm.
and had the numbers or just
Mm,
whatever, you know, they'll just be like, yeah, fuck it. Just
Yeah,
here's the check.
yeah, fuck it.
Here's your button.
Check for you. It's like an Oprah show.
Yeah.
You get a check. You get a check.
Yeah.
You're a partner, you know? But
Oh,
now
nice.
there's a lot more.
It's,
Yeah.
it's much more difficult.
Yeah.
Much more difficult. So I was very lucky to
Nice.
get partnered right away. Affiliate wasn't even a thing back in the
No,
day.
that's
That's
true.
true. Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah, they have affiliate
Remember that.
now, so it's a lot easier. It's like a step below
Yeah.
Mhm.
getting
Like
partnered.
goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, granted, a lot of the people who were subscribed from back in the day kind of like have their own lives now, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
They still drop by in my chat and say
Oh, yeah.
hi and stuff, but there's still a lot of new people who go in and out. And then
Mm.
I noticed there's people who watch me from like 3 years ago who just pop in randomly. Then they're like, "Oh, Miss, I haven't been here since."
Yeah.
But I
Right.
was saying hi.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, it's like that's
Dude,
the
that
best,
must
you
be
know?
like
That's cool.
heartwarming. You know?
Yeah, totally. Because I'm not the type of person who would get mad if like someone
Right.
just
Like,
decides
just-
to like
yeah.
not just leaves but unsubscribes or
Yeah.
whatever. You know,
Right.
I understand that people have their own lives, their own problems to deal with.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And if I were to unfollow or unsubscribe to someone, it's never a personal thing. You know, it's just like whatever. I'm just not interested
Nice.
anymore, and I don't think I should hold that kind of.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, it's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you get? Like, you can't really do much. So.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
so I'll
yeah.
always be grateful for the people who stay
Mhm.
and come pass by and
Sure.
stuff. But
That's good.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question, Miss Mizzi. Miss Mizzi, my question. Hi, Anthony RK, Las Vegas.
yes.
My question today.
Hi, Anthony.
So, hey, Miss Mizzi. Okay, so my question today for you on this wonderful Las Vegas evening here at the SQN HQ is sorry, is so what? Because one thing that Kim and I were talking about before we started was how deeply rooted your community is. So what? And I don't know if you even have if there is an answer for this, but like how would you say like how do you build that loyalty? You know what I mean? Because it seems like you're an OG in the scene, right?
Yeah.
You got partnered before affiliates. Like
Yeah.
if you've been around that long, like you kind of know what's up.
Yeah.
So
True.
if since you've been around that long and like there's still people that are deeply rooted and connected to you
Yeah.
all this time, like what would you say like kind of helps contribute to that? Obviously, you know, you used to do like the fun games back in the day, but like what is the appeal to like stick with Mizzi nowadays, if that makes sense?
I think it's just keeping the connection alive. You don't have to talk to those people every day, you know? I don't stream every day and the people who watch me don't watch me every day either.
Yeah.
But let's just say I post something on my Instagram. Some of those some people would comment and I would be like, oh, you know.
Right.
Some people hit me up on my Discord.
Mhm.
Oops, sorry. Some people hit me on my Discord. So I just try to be as engaging to them, especially the ones who have been supporting me for a while, you know?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, the people have supported me for at least 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
Who have that button.
Wow. Yeah.
We've been to like Halloween Horror Nights together,
Oh, shit.
Six
Word?
Flags. Yeah.
Wow.
So you do.
So
actually
those are your fan meetups?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh shit! Dang.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
That's
that.
crazy. I
Yeah.
didn't
We
know
went to Six Flags together. It was so fun.
Yeah. That's what-
yeah.
Who does that?
Fucking Queen
Yeah,
rolling
yeah.
deep would do.
No one
It was
Yeah,
fun.
sick.
It was
Yeah.
definitely fun.
Wow, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, but of course, like I invited the people who were like they're the
Yeah.
longest and
Yeah.
like
Who
were
are,
the
like,
coolest.
loyal,
You know,
right.
you know what I mean? Like at least for me, you know,
You
'cause-
vibe out with.
Yeah,
Just like you
Yeah.
trust them. Right?
yeah. Not to say like there are just some people who I don't vibe with. I guess there are, but the people specifically that I invited were the ones who at least show that they support the most. You know?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
Gotcha.
Yeah, not necessarily like, oh, I shell out. Oh, I gave Mizzi $500
Yeah.
donation. You know what I
Are
mean?
there
It's
people
not
like that though?
Yeah.
Are there
Not like
people
that.
out there in the world that are like that though, you think?
There definitely is. There's
Yeah.
this one guy who has been subscribed to me for 2 years at the time, right?
Yeah.
And then one time he got mad at one of my new subscribers because he gave me a bunch of gift subs.
Mm.
And then he was saying that, oh, like this guy is just giving you attention because he wants something. He's just more like a sugar daddy. He's basically shitting on someone else because they're able to quote unquote support me more or at least
Sure.
show it.
Sure.
But I guess it was more of his own insecurity. You know what
Right,
I mean?
yeah,
yeah.
Like,
He didn't want to be knocked down from top one.
Yeah, something
it's
like
like
that.
I'm the best.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
the top
something
supporter.
like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
That person even actually said that they don't want me to grow.
What?
Yeah, that same person said that I don't want you to grow
Wow.
because I like that your stream is small and intimate. And I was just
Yeah.
like,
Damn,
great.
dog.
Because
Yeah,
he wants the
but-
attention, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wants attention. But like, I want to grow, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
not
why you
gonna,
gonna hold me back?
yeah,
man?
I'm not
Shit.
gonna shun you because I'm like, I have 200 more viewers or whatever.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's yeah, I don't know. But
That was weird.
Sure.
What the heck?
definitely, I've never had that before. I don't want you to grow.
Yeah.
As a content creator, I don't want you to grow. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell, bro? That's how you succeed. You grow.
Yeah.
You make
Yeah.
connections. You know.
Absolutely.
Well, if anything,
right.
that's a sign that you are growing because if like you're getting more and more people that are like that,
It's true.
that just means like, oh shit, like if that's kind of one of the bad apples, more good apples are coming.
You're right.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
true. I've
Yeah.
definitely met people come and go. You know,
Of course,
but
of course.
people who stay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Shout out to those
dude,
guys.
shout out.
Oh my
Much
God.
love to
Seriously.
everyone
All
out
the
there.
loyal fan base.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the funnest things we did was we went to Halloween Horror Nights.
Bro.
And we
Dang.
all got the VIP.
Uh-huh.
So we felt, we were always in front of the line.
Oh,
yeah.
dang,
Shouts to
dude.
Eric again. Yeah.
Damn,
Shouts
shout out
to
Eric, dude.
again.
Shout out
Like,
Eric.
It was me and a squad. Regina was there too.
Mhm.
And we were basically like not hopping the lines, but we would be like, you know? We were like lit as shit too. So we were like, and we would just go straight in front of the line. And we put our friend in the front who was scared of everything.
Damn.
So yeah. So he was just
So they got that's
I don't
you're,
want to be
you're
running.
such a good friend.
We
You're
put
such
him
a
in
good
front,
friend.
And at one point he ran away from us. He was just so scared he ran, but he was
Oh,
running. He was laughing.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
this.
You know, it was a good time. But I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's how I built that kind of connection.
Yeah.
Like,
That's good.
With-
I haven't heard many
Yeah.
people like do
Yeah,
like
no.
engaging that
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's so
Mm.
interesting.
Like even
Damn.
outside
Yeah.
of conventions.
Like that's
Yeah.
such a big incentive because it's like
Yeah.
as like a fan, like I think like for me, like if I'm a fan of someone,
Mm.
the
Yeah.
one thing that I just want the most is like to know their personal life. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like, I just
exactly.
want to know more about you,
Mhm.
right? Like for you to do like open up your personal life to
Yeah.
your top supporters. That's
Mhm.
such a big incentive.
Oh.
Shit, yeah.
I thought it was cool. I was like, you know
Yep.
what? These guys are fun.
Mhm.
They're decent, good people, you
Yeah.
know, and we all just want the best for each other
Mhm.
and just hanging out. It's a vibe, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it actually
Yeah.
strengthens that connection that you guys have
Yeah.
already
Oh
had.
yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, it's like
Definitely.
it's unlocking that next potential, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me get to know my supporters even more, you know,
That's-
because
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel like your supporters are kind of like a reflection of what kind of person you are.
Absolutely.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Fucking
Damn.
5 brain,
Like-
5 head right there.
Hell
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
actually
dude.
really good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I
Yo,
got
put
to
that
know
in
my
like
supporters.
top 2020 quotes of the year.
2020 quote, MizziMie.
Exactly. So I'm very lucky that I have like wholesome people who just want each other to just grow more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like wholesome lewd people.
Wholesome lewd people, baby.
Wholesome lewd.
You can be lewd with these titties too, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Nice.
I'm lucky. At the end of the day, I wouldn't be here without them.
Mm.
Damn.
You know,
Shout out.
God
dude.
bless.
Shout out everybody. Yeah, God bless,
Yeah.
dude.
for sure.
Yeah, that's such a rare occurrence, honestly. Like building, because okay, so coming from industry talk, right? So coming from like the back end or like back end of like an industry,
Mhm.
the industry perspective about things like I know I can name companies off the back of my head right now like that pay 6 figures to figure out that level of engagement with fans and how to build a community. Like literally, they have those positions like community. I think it's like community manager or something
Yeah.
like
Right.
that. Like they have teams dedicated
Yeah.
to this type of stuff.
Mhm.
And to be able to break it down like this, I think serves a lot of value because a lot of people don't understand literally the nitty gritty. Because not
Mhm.
everyone is down to you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
host these events or like
course.
really
Absolutely, yeah.
take the time. And I think that's one of the things that I respect about you. Even when you and I first met, like you would stop your day, like your phone was blowing up when like we were like chilling at Sabacon and shit,
Mhm.
and you would stop your day like because you obviously knew like we didn't interact during con like a lot,
Mhm.
but you always made the time to be like, yo, like doing this and this, and that's under like a professional thing. So I can imagine how you are with like fans and like your community.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, you really taking the time. But do you have any stories of like of you kind of demonstrating how you like build relationships within your community by chance?
Demonstrating how I would build my relationship with my community. I
Yeah.
guess besides like meetups and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
I'm always in the con.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Constant.
Yeah, like my friends and I don't want to say fans, but let's just say my supporters, you
Right.
know, are always in the con scene too. So that's a lot easier.
Yeah.
At the time I was working a lot of Bandai events as well.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Big on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Shout
doing,
out Bandai.
yeah, my Bandai fam.
Give us some Gundams.
Yeah.
Please.
Dragon Bomber.
Dragon Bombers, please.
But
Nice.
yeah, it was because I was always in a con, it was easier for my supporters or whatever to approach me, you know?
Mhm.
People people I've never met before, people who have met for years, you know, they just walk up to me and then like just say hi, you know? So it's nice. I try to just not be a snob, you know?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
met, like, I have one story,
Yeah.
I guess that's not about me and my supporter, but I was the supporter here, okay?
Uh-huh.
I
Whoa.
during TwitchCon, I was watching this girl. She was one of my favorite streamers because she was playing a lot of Overwatch at the time. She was really good at it, so I was like, damn, I like this girl, she's really entertaining. So I saw her at TwitchCon. She was just walking, right? And I just like, oh, aren't you so-and-so?
Yeah.
Hi, I just want to say hi, that's all I wanted. And then she was like, yeah, do you want a photo with me? And I was just like, sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't hate you. If you're offering, you know what? Sure. You know what? Because I am a fan of you.
Right.
I wouldn't be like, can you please take a photo with me? It was more than enough for me was to get a hi and be noticed by Senpai,
Right.
Yeah.
But she went out of her way, so I was like, oh my gosh, you're so nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I took the photo with her and I was like, I showed it to her and I was like, thank you. And she was like, okay, she went about her day. So I was like so super excited to post about it because I was just like, oh my gosh, you noticed me,
Right.
Nice.
So I posted about it. I tagged her. I was like, it was awesome meeting you and stuff like that. And she untagged herself,
Whoa.
So I was like, why would you ask me for a photo?
My God, come on,
Yeah.
dude.
Like, I didn't take it to heart, but it's just so confusing on my end.
Right.
Because it's like, maybe on her end, she was like, she's obviously a fan. She probably wants a memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Damn.
now it just felt like you don't really care about our interaction. It was just more like,
Yeah.
you were just trying to look good for the moment, but you
Right.
didn't really like the attention. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's very
It's
confusing.
weird. It's like if you don't like being
A public
photographed,
Yeah.
like and all that, like then why even bother? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like why?
It comes with the
Right.
territory, really.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
that's what was so weird to me. So I was just like, I hope I've never made anyone feel that way. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Mm.
I mean-
when I interact with people,
Yeah.
I just try my best to like, yo, say what's up, catch up a little bit, and like,
Yeah.
at least that, make them feel noticed, make them feel like, oh, I went all the way here to meet you. Maybe not,
Yeah.
but like, I want to make sure that time is not wasted. Because
Sure.
there are people who go out of your way to say, let's go Senpai Squad or like meet
Right.
you or like
Yeah, they'll fucking
But-
travel for that. I know,
Yeah.
like, there's some hardcore people that will literally travel, like, state to state
Right.
yeah.
for that interaction. So that's so
Mhm.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, I just want you to have a
Yeah.
good time too.
Sure.
Mhm.
So any
Yeah.
any advice for people that are like trying to get into the industry by chance? Like if let's say you were you, like, but in these times, and I know this is like,
Yeah.
but this is not normal. This is emergency times,
Yes.
quarantine, pandemic.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
this isn't normal, but under normal
Right.
circumstances,
Mhm.
right? Like what advice would you give to someone then? Because obviously that's really good advice, right? You obviously it's in your character and
Mhm.
in your personal culture to take the time to engage
Yeah.
with people that are like loyalty. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So is there any advice that you would give to someone that is trying to like get into a position similar to yours?
Okay. Specifically in like cosplay or
I would just say, I mean,
For all
how do you feel
aspects of
about
life,
influencer?
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like it just in
the
general, like
influencer.
yeah,
Mm.
just yeah.
I would say look for the people that you want to be like. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
Ooh.
like that.
Like
Damn.
find
man.
like
Quote.
an
Yeah.
inspo, find like let's just say me, like
Like-
I want to be like Cardi B, let's just say, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yo.
like,
I
you
do want to
wanna-
be like Cardi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
you
I
know,
really do.
I love some,
Yo,
I
WAP.
love some WAP, some WAP, but like,
Yeah, mine's dry. I need to do
Beach Shapiro, okay?
I know, exactly. Oh my god. Oh my god.
sandpaper.
Oh no.
Sorry. Alright,
Dap,
okay.
it's a dap. Dap.
Sorry.
Shit.
Okay,
But,
so who you want to be like? Yeah.
Yeah, look for people who you want to be like and surround yourself with people who just want you to be better, you know?
Yeah.
I realize that that's also important because it's not enough to be surrounded by people who just are you're okay with. Like
Mhm.
Of course.
it's such a different vibe when you do something and your friends or whoever you live with are just like, that looks awesome, you're doing great,
Yeah.
keep going,
Yeah.
versus, oh cool, you know, or versus
Yeah.
don't do that, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's it affects your mental a
Right.
lot. Just someone
Yeah.
who's fully supportive. You don't even need a whole battalion of these
Right.
people, you know.
Just
True.
need one or two.
Yeah,
that's
you
it.
just
Yeah.
need that
Yeah.
one good person to push you. So I feel like if I were to condense my advice, it's like find people who inspire you a lot.
Mhm.
Like if you're doing art,
Yeah.
find that kind of art style artists that helps you want to be better. You
Yeah,
know,
true.
if you want to be a cosplayer, surround
Yeah.
yourself with more cosplayers,
Mhm.
or maybe
Yeah.
not, whatever.
Yeah.
But at least like find a cosplayer that I want to make cosplay in
Right.
this level. I
Yeah.
want
You're right.
this style.
Right.
You know, like
True.
gathering more wisdom for yourself helps you later in the long run.
That's great. No, that actually speaks so much to me because like shout out to my best friend John Brox. It's like
John Square Noodles.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
great. Yeah, because it's like if it wasn't like for him, like I wouldn't be where I am now.
So true.
Like so when you were saying like I'll find people who motivate you and like who can go ahead and like push you like far, like John Brox has been like that very first person.
Oh.
Like he was
Yeah.
just like, all right, Marvin. He was just like what do you want to do? I'm just like, I want to be a photographer. I'm like, all right, what do you need? And
Yeah.
it's like, well, I need a camera and then I need like an editing tool, like a
Mhm.
laptop,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And like the next day, he was just like, all right, let's get it. And I'm just like, like fuck, yeah, dude,
That's
yeah.
a good
Yeah.
dude.
That was like
That's a
that
good
was
dude.
John Brox to me. Like and like
Aw.
I'll never like shy away from that. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a self-made like successful person. It was like it's because of John Brox. So it was just like you can do this,
Aw,
right?
Yeah.
And it's like so that your advice speaks to me like in volumes, and like I hope like that's like a real actually like speaking in terms of like the viability of that advice, like it means a whole lot. Like
Yeah.
find
So
someone
true.
find someone who can like motivate you and like push you harder, and if like the circle around you aren't doing that,
Mhm.
boy, you need to
You
find
need
a
new
different
circles.
person.
Yeah.
That's
you need a
true.
new circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like
so
if
true.
if you have goals, definitely push yourself. Like
Yeah.
trying to complete those goals. I remember I saw this post like 5 years ago on my Facebook, and you know how Facebook does a thing
Yeah.
where you
Yeah.
posted this
Like,
5
damn
years
it,
ago.
these
5 years ago.
Yeah.
On this day.
Yeah, on this day you posted
Right.
this, and I saw a recent one that said like around 5 or 6 years ago, which was around the time I started streaming on Twitch,
Yeah.
and it said like, I am never gonna like just work in an office anymore. I am
Oh,
just gonna
dang.
follow my dream.
Mhm.
No matter how hard it is, I'm just gonna hustle. And you know what? If at least if I die, I have no regrets. You know what I
Right.
mean?
No
I
regrets.
did
Dude.
something I really enjoyed, and I think
Yeah.
that's
Dude,
That's-
that's some
yeah, it's
straight
enough.
up WAP energy, dude.
Yeah.
WAP energy.
WAP energy,
That's so
dude.
good.
yeah. So don't waste your time. If
Mhm.
that's the thing too. I'm getting older now. If
Yeah.
I could go back in time, I'd be like, I talk to myself, those kind of things,
Mhm.
and just,
Yeah.
just do that. Don't do this now. Do this now.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
wait.
young James, do this now. Do this shit, dog.
Do this
Yeah.
now.
Gotta do this now.
But yeah, definitely. Also, yeah, don't waste your time. Like you learn a lot more through trial and error.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
True.
don't let fear stop you from doing
Yeah.
what you.
Damn.
Exactly.
Damn, dude, the
Don't
fucking
let
knowledge.
That's like-
Yeah.
Shit, I
Like,
think I need to pay for this
yeah,
seminar,
this is-
dog.
yeah.
Shit.
Yes. Just kidding.
Damn. That's such good advice.
Yeah.
Good
It's-
shit, bro.
Thanks so
Holy
much
fuck.
for that. Honestly, that was such
Yeah.
good insight. So
Mhm.
again, thank you so much for sharing all that because that was super insightful. Now I know when it comes to your perspective of like
Mhm.
kind of like your journey, it's very for me and Marvin, it's very personal, right? Because we can relate to it a lot. But
Yeah.
I know for like Kim's instance, right?
Mhm.
His come up was very, I would say, unique
Yeah.
because when it comes to Senpai Squad, like they're he fucking paved the way. Like this, okay,
Yeah.
True.
everyone out there in the universe, all right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker right here paved the way for anime to become cool.
Yeah.
Like, for everyone. Like dude, this mother, and I say this for full
Mhm.
with full genuine like wholeheartedness. Like he literally created a culture.
Mhm.
Like
That's true.
the reason why anime and like streetwear is so fucking cool is because of this motherfucker. And
Yeah.
the thing
God
about
damn.
it is that in order to achieve something like that, based on like some of the books I've read and like podcasts that I've listened to,
Mhm.
a lot of that is done by like having a vision.
Mhm.
So being a visionary, you have to literally create things that don't exist.
Yeah.
You have to like pave your path
Mhm.
that hasn't been paved yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
So
Like just all dirt roads.
yeah,
And
it's
like
Yeah.
layering bricks and bricks.
not
and
even
stuff.
dirt roads, dude. He's on the ocean. Shit down, dog.
You're moving rocks around.
Fucking put some rocks and shit. Get
Yeah.
these turtles to help out. Like,
Yeah.
damn, dog. You know what I mean? So
No, he's like Moses. He's like,
no, yeah, exactly. No, he's not even making a path. He's parting the fucking
yes,
sea, dog.
he parted the sea.
Yeah. So that's the type of
Y'all-
visionary
y'all
kid
give me
is.
too much
Yeah.
credit.
That's the type of visionary kid. I mean it though. I mean it. So
True.
when it comes to that perspective, obviously, that's a different type of path, right?
Mhm.
So I guess I want to ask you, like, when it comes to like hearing Mizzi's story of how she's been able to build up her success, like how could you correlate that, or how would you differentiate?
Yeah, so like for me, when I started, like I always was like the first person to want to do something, or the very first few people.
Mhm.
And it was very hard for me to approach anyone because there was pretty much no one, right?
So there was no one
Right.
doing
no
what
one
you
to
wanted to
do,
do.
or like barely anyone or no one. So for me to ask anyone, it was impossible.
Yeah.
So what I had to do was just like figure out and think about what are the possibilities and what are the options out there.
Yeah. of
So
course.
for me, I was a very like a visionary person. I would dream every day.
Yeah.
I would like think about what I could be, what I could become,
Yeah.
and the
Wow.
path to get there.
Mhm.
And the more I, dream about it every day, the quicker it becomes a reality.
Yeah.
I just think
True,
that
true.
when you think about what you could become, you actually end up like working a lot harder
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
because it
So
actually
true.
seems like it's so close within reach because you're
Yeah.
like thinking about it,
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then it just ultimately, you work out.
So like Kim is literally like the embodiment of like law of attraction. Right.
Literally,
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Attracting all the stuff.
attracting.
He's putting it
Just-
out there in the
Yeah,
universe.
Mhm.
exactly.
Damn.
Because-
Any comments, Mizzi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the friends, not
Mm-hmm.
just my friends, but a lot of the friendships in anime con scene was because of your parties too. I feel. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Cheers to that.
That was the
Yeah.
goal. That was the
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah,
that was the dream.
Literally the dream.
That was a dream. I know.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't have been close to the con scene if it
Mhm.
weren't for your parties. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
I go to the con just to literally look around,
Mhm.
take some few pics, and then bounce.
Bounce,
You know.
right.
But during the times when I didn't actually go to the con, I would go to Kim's parties though. You
Oh,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
dude.
At
Like,
least.
seriously.
Yeah, I know everyone's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I know it's
Yeah,
gonna be
for sure.
popping.
Mhm.
Like I know it's always like sold out or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Kim's parties have a
Yeah.
reputation, you know?
Sure.
No,
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I was just like, if I'm not going to X this year, I better go to
Yeah,
the parties.
yeah, absolutely.
Like some people actually fly out to LA just for my party.
Just
they don't
for
go
that.
there.
Yeah.
For that
They go
night.
to the car.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like this, like the first time Kim had, like I worked your first party, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, when I was just like just outside and people are lined up, I'm just like, I was
Wait,
just
The
thinking-
first party on the second floor?
There was
Mhm.
a cheap
Second
floor.
floor.
Yeah, that's too. Oh,
Yeah,
I remember
the
that.
second
Okay,
floor.
okay.
I was like,
I
I was
wasn't
thinking
cool
about
enough,
like,
guys.
dang, like usually, because way before like Kim was like holding parties,
Mhm.
the way it was is that it was either a hotel room party
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
or a dance party,
Like a
I actually-
rave or
yeah,
like
a rave and all that. No, before even raves, like before even raves, there was like a DJ and like a
DJ.
dance hall.
Yeah.
That's it,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, oh,
True.
let's go to the dance, right? They don't even call it raves because like raves didn't come along until
Yeah.
later because raves
Yeah.
got popular and then
Dance.
they tried to implement that, right?
Yeah. True.
And that's how like party was done, either hotel room, the lobby, or
Wested. Full
Yeah,
force.
just-
yeah.
Pool
that,
deck, baby.
literally.
Dude, I would do
Pool
it
party.
anywhere. I would, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But it wasn't until like when Kim like had like a huge like venue, he rented like an entire venue,
Yeah.
like hired DJ, rented things, and I'm like, dang, like this is
Just-
fucking legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Quality.
you're giving everyone like a space
Yeah.
to like party and not get shut down.
Mhm.
Because that was the
Yeah.
main concern
Yeah.
for parties each time.
Yeah,
is
true.
that if you have a hotel party,
It's too
either
loud.
you get lucky and then like go until like 12 midnight or 2 a.m.
Mhm.
or you get really unlucky and 10 p.m. you're shut down.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the always like the main concern is like being shut down. But Kim was like, there's like people lined up and it was like 10 p.m.
Mhm.
and like for a party to start like at 10 p.m. and it's like, dude, like that's good. Like if you're just
Yeah.
starting at 10
To be
p.m.
able to
like,
achieve that. Yeah.
yeah, and there's no like reason for you to be shut down like anytime soon. You can go until like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro, like you're having a good ass party, right? Because
Mhm.
some people just want to go until like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
If people can go until like 4 a.m., they had a good night.
Retire.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Exactly.
Non-stop till 4 a.m. Yeah.
So
that was
when
rare.
that was the first time I worked your party. God, there was a video of that. Oh, dude, I was like,
Let's
literally,
find it.
yeah, no, it's great. Like, please, like link that,
Yeah.
like that video. But like when that video was posted like a week later,
Mhm.
right, dude, like it was like, dude, Philip has like a way with like doing videos.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's when I knew I'm like, fuck, like Kim's doing big things. That
Mhm.
was it.
Yeah.
And it's like no one in SoCal was doing that. It was the first one. Like Kim was like literally outside in this like blue blazer. He's like a fucking businessman.
Yeah, true.
He's like handling business and like
Yes.
fucking. Here, let me tell you guys a story. Like I know I've been hyping Kim. We've been hyping Kim up,
Okay.
right? But like Kim was literally just like outside, like fucking taking calls. I'm like trying to like fix everything because it's like things aren't going his way,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And then the moment it was like, yo, an hour later, the next thing I saw was like Kim is just like fucking wasted, bro.
Oh my
He
god.
was on the side of the sidewalk.
In 1 hour's
Yeah.
time,
True.
folks, 1
True.
hour.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
everybody was having such a good time.
Yeah.
Everybody was coming up to Kim like, yo, Kim shots, right? An hour later, he was like, this on the sidewalk.
That's true.
You know why my parties are successful? Because I make shit happen with business.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then I party with the party goers. I don't sit on the sideline. I party with
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah, that's
true.
me. I'm the one
That's
that's yeah.
true.
He's
Yeah.
living it up in there.
Yeah, bro.
That's true. You always
Yo.
get lit in your own parties too.
Seriously.
I'm the first one out.
Yeah, dude, like honestly,
He's
like
homeboy's leading by example.
yeah, seriously. It's like he doesn't just organize; he live it. Like
He
live
literally
it.
lives the lifestyle
Right,
he's trying to
exactly.
like fucking bring into fruition. So,
But yeah,
so
Oh, yeah.
going into I guess a question that popped up as you guys were speaking, because obviously we're talking about like Kim's live events and everything. So Mizzi, how important are like events? Because this is a conversation we've had on the past couple episodes, which was like how big of an impact the communities had because of like lockdown and pandemic, right?
Right.
So we don't even need to be like up to the present, but like yeah, how would you say how important like live events are for like in your success?
To me personally, a lot of my success came from events, you know? Like let's just say my Josie cosplay. Like
oh
Yes.
shit, yeah.
Yes,
God bless.
like-
That's the one that
we shot that.
yeah,
I
so
love that shoot.
that was one of my favorite cosplays ever, not only because it's Tekken, it's my favorite game. My dream, I don't know if you guys know this, but my dream, that's why I went to 3D animation and visual effects, was I wanted to make a Filipino character for Tekken.
Oh,
That was my dream. This was back 2009.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lumpia,
Lumpia,
baby.
baby, sisig son.
Sinigang bulalo.
Sinigang bulalo.
Lechon,
What do
baby.
you know about this lechon?
Yeah, it was my dream. That's what was my dream. Yeah. To make a Filipino character for Tekken. Because back in the day when I was really into Tekken, and they're
Yeah.
like, we don't have a Filipino character here.
I'm not
I was,
represented.
dude, I was
My
even
peoples.
thinking of making like a farmer style.
Let's go,
Yeah,
baby.
like,
Straw
a
hat,
farmer's
son.
Yeah, straw hat and everything. That was my
the
vision.
chanelas and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
Like
Oh my
legit
God.
straight up farmer. That was my dream. And then just for some reason, like manifesting that, and then like 2000, I think it was 2016
Mhm.
or 17. One of those was when Tekken 7 came out. And then I got the gig for cosplaying Josie, which was the first
What?
Filipino character.
Yeah.
Let's fucking
Yeah.
go, baby. Go,
That's fucking A, dude.
I mean,
Dude.
I know.
Alright.
No way. Like, no, for real. Like, because of that, like, I met so many people, not just in the scene, but the fighting game community.
Yeah.
I met more people in Tekken. So
Yeah.
events for me specifically were a big deal, you know? So
Mhm.
when, not just business wise, but friends wise, like I
Yes,
was I was getting like FOMO when there's no cons, you know?
dude.
You're
Like,
like,
I
we're
miss
crazy.
cons now,
Yeah.
you know?
Dude,
Like,
me too. Like, holy shit, dude.
yeah.
When was the last con?
Thank you.
Katsucon, right?
Katsucon.
Katsucon.
Damn, that was
That was
February.
a wild February.
Oh my
Fuck.
God, cry.
Uh,
I cry.
Events, get your shit.
I
No,
know.
sorry.
Coronavirus.
Vaccine, get your shit together.
Yeah, I want to go back, man.
Bro, dude.
I miss. I definitely miss it.
Well,
you
dude,
know?
we've been talking about it, right? Like, we've kind of been secretly plotting of like the return of events,
Mhm.
like that crazy super ultra party that we want to that we want to do to like commemorate the vaccine and like just everything going back to normal.
Yes.
So, and we'll fill you on
Dropping
it sometime.
hints right now.
Dropping hints. You know what I
Watch
mean?
out for
Dropping
that.
hints. I got it in my notebook written down on my goal. You know what I mean? On my vision board and shit. Yeah. So that's really interesting to hear because
Yeah.
honestly I've really known you, like for me personally I've known you probably like 40% events and then 60% like your online presence. So I guess the flip side to that, if you guys don't mind us talking about this, which is like how in this day and age, obviously we're on lockdown and you know we're kind of familiar with the term of like the new normal, right? So people are going to have to adapt, right?
Yes.
And so how is it that I don't know if I could I was gonna say how old are you by chance?
I'm 30 now.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's-
we're a
I'm
year off?
30.
You're 1990?
Yeah, 19.
89, bro? Let's go. Damn, I literally was fucking scared as shit to ask her age. 'Cause I know people get offended. But we're
30
like,
now.
yo, this is legit. Sorry, I felt like this That was good. That was solid.
You're good.
So being a 30-something-year-old in this day and age, right? To be able to find success via like online platforms, right? Like how, I mean, dude, I don't even know where to begin. How can you say like, or what do you feel like has attributed to your success being an online personality, and how, I mean, do you feel like it was the right timing, or like, because right now it's tough, right?
Mhm.
For someone like me, I work at the hotels here on the Strip.
Mhm.
It's tough as shit. Like, just to be real, hospitality, restaurants, nightlife took a fucking massive hit. And so when it comes to that, like literally every corporation company all around the world right now is trying to shift their business strategy to more of an online content-based strategy. So with all the industry jargon aside, what advice would you give for someone to be able to thrive in an online setting, right? If they want to, let's say, like become an online personality or anything of the sort.
Trying to do things my own didn't help me progress as much, because I do know how to do 3D. I know how to edit. I know how to edit video. I know how to make 3D stuff. I can make my own logos. I can draw. I can do all these things, right?
Yeah.
But because I had all these expectations for myself, I was like, I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
It was more like mentally draining for me. It was a lot more easier to have like support. Let's just say Marvin take my photos now versus just me doing myself and then editing it. It was so like taxing on my brain, you know? I couldn't focus.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I couldn't focus on like just keep pushing forward, just keep running, because I had to stop and do the thing and then go forward again, which was kind of like, imagine like driving a manual car, like just going, stopping for going, you know,
Everything's
like traffic.
more automated for you now. Like like Marvin gets to do all the hard stuff, and now you can focus on the most important stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I can focus more on my future plans. Let's just say I do want to do commentary. I want to do more YouTube content as well. I was very inconsistent with that, but I want to be more consistent again with it too. Just
Damn, is this a declaration though? Are we gonna hold her accountable though? I'm sure.
one episode a year.
Hold it.
Shit. Oh fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, but
That's
I do want to be more consistent for sure, because like I was listening to other podcasts as well about how to motivate yourself.
Who do you listen to? Sorry.
So I was listening to I'll link you. It's on Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, they on Spotify.
Yeah.
All right.
But I was listening to a lot of podcasts because I was driving back and forth to Vegas. So I was just like, just put something on, you know? I don't want music anymore. I just want to listen to like
Inspiration.
Yeah, inspo.
Or, like, good ideas.
Yeah. So
Damn.
yeah, I feel like listening and just helping planning ahead for the future was a lot easier for me because I had help. So you can't do things alone. You can't do things alone. I'm telling you now.
Tell me that more.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Damn, dude.
So just to like
That's interesting.
kind of respond to that with Mizzi's, like Mizzi and I have like
Mike, pull the mic. This is like sexy right here.
sorry, like so like Mizzi and I have been working for like quite some time now, and it's like that's actually one thing that I emphasize to all my models is that, you know, like reserve reserve all your time to what you're best at.
Yeah.
You know, like you're great at like entertaining people. Leave all the hard work to us, who's just like, you know, we're more than happy to just be behind the scenes. And it's like we'll do our best to like make you consistent, whether it just be taking your photos, whether it just be like, you know, whatever like last minute things you need.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, that's exact. Like guys, if you guys are building your business, like it's one good thing to like pave the path to like success, but then if you guys want to expand, like you guys need help.
You guys
everyone needs help.
True.
Like
James, we need help.
So,
Please.
Thank you, James.
Thank you,
it's
young
like,
James.
you can only do so much by yourself. Like like Luffy, dude. Like bro,
Yeah.
it's like he needs an entire Nakama team and all that shit.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's like, just don't be stubborn. Go fucking
Yeah.
find help, bro.
Yeah, go ask for the help.
Yeah,
Whether
definitely.
that be from your friends, from your family,
Yeah.
like what you were saying before, like find friends who can go ahead and like motivate you,
Yeah.
who can go ahead and like, you know, just like lessen the load so that way you can focus on what you're good at. And I don't know what you're good at, but you know, if you're good at it, put more time into it, and then reserve all the like hard stuff to like who's willing to like let you grow as as a person,
So true.
whether that
Exactly.
be you're a person or a business entity.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like definitely like, man, dude, like shout out to Mizzi for fucking going ham this whole year. Holy shit.
Yes,
she's killing
it's because
it
you
right
helped
now.
me. It's because you guys helped me for real.
bro,
Because you guys helped me.
dude.
Yeah.
Do yourself
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking favor. Look up all of her shit. I promise you. Like,
Uh,
she's like literally, even like third party outsider point of view. Like,
mhm.
like I've got friends that are like, I've got non-anime cosplay friends that are following you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They hit me up and like, that's wrong, girl. I'm like, yeah.
That's so nice.
And they're like, dude, like she's killing her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, word, yeah. So
oh, word.
not to gas you up, not to
Yeah.
gas you up, but like
Thank you.
it's
That's
so honestly, it's humbling as well as like it really is like a statement to kind of like again your consistency and your philosophy towards like what you're trying to achieve. So I guess going towards like one of Kim's points, which is like kind of like goals or like what you have set in mind for you for
Yeah.
the future, for your vision. Like what do you have in mind for yourself? Like what does the future look like for you? If that's even like a thing or I don't
Yeah, for sure. Like, okay, so I was watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to like grow your income, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the older I get,
You
I'm
gotta
like, I
link
just
those.
want to like have more
Right.
income. So there's this thing called like 6 streams of passive income.
Let's
So it's
I'ma look
basically-
that up.
Yeah, but you guys need to learn that too. Apparently, not a lot of people know this, but
Let's go.
to be at least a millionaire, you need at least 6 or 7 streams of income. And if those can all be passive, even better. Basically,
Whoa.
making money while you sleep, you know? So
I sleep a lot. I
Yeah.
sleep a lot.
I sleep. So you can be making money. You can be making money. So yeah, I was looking more into like how to make merch passively, you know, like doing drop ship. You can do stocks, which is another passive
Stonks,
income.
all right.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
stonks.
Nice,
That's
nice,
That's
nice.
just a few examples of like passive. I'm learning more about passive income.
Damn.
Just being more business minded. Just being around Marvin is just like it's like his business
so true.
mindset
It's
is
so
like it's
true.
taking over. You know,
Dude, it's all we
It's-
talk about.
it's
Yeah.
definitely like the more people you hang out with, you become more like-minded.
Mhm.
Fuck
you know,
yes.
that's why I like hang out with you guys. You know, like you
Yeah.
guys are like
Damn.
you guys have drive.
Damn.
You guys are self-motivated.
You got
Damn.
drive.
You drive too much.
He drives too much.
Too fast.
But that's the
Yeah.
thing that you gotta surround yourself with people who you want to be. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
people who have the
Damn,
same
young
type.
James, that's true.
Yeah. See, so like you're hanging around with us, you're gonna be able to pick up all our.
Damn. Yeah.
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 That's so solid, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
definitely like develop one of the things that back to the whole podcast thing. It was
Sure.
I remember back in the day I was like easily burnt out. You know what I mean? Like even though I loved video games and streaming, it felt like this is a job now. This video games used to be a downtime kind of thing, something I enjoy leisurely. And now I gotta stream and play video games.
Yeah.
At first it was starting to like fuck up my mindset because it was making me feel not happy anymore.
It started to be an obligation rather than hobby.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I was reading into this I was listening to this podcast, sorry, about how your mindset should be not for the moment, but for the future, you know?
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
so
huge,
just think
yeah.
about just doing this one little thing and future Mizzi will be so happy. You know, so don't do it for the now, do it
Yeah.
for the future you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Invest.
It's like going to
Invest
those
in
struggles
you.
now, and then
Yeah.
like everything, like there's a goal, vision that you're working towards.
Exactly. Before I was like aimlessly just walking around, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I'll cosplay, I guess I'll stream. Like a lot of these things I've done were not my own ideas. I'm not gonna lie, you know? Like I
Right.
just wanted to cosplay because I thought it was fun. I just wanted to stream because I thought it was fun, but I never actually did it until people actually told me to do it, you know? So I was just like, I'll just do it. But I didn't think that I would stick to it for this long, but no regrets,
Crazy.
you know? I
No
love it.
regrets. Nice.
So like looking back, thanks past Mizzi. Thank you. I'm
looking
so
out, good
happy
looking
now,
out.
you know,
Yeah.
like definitely sacrifice,
Wow.
like a little bit of sacrifice now
Yeah.
will like it makes up for the future you know,
Yeah.
like I'm way happier now than
It goes back to the whole
Nice.
consistency, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like if you're consistent with it, and like the moment you start seeing results, it's like it's addicting.
Mhm,
So it's
yes.
like you're consistent, and then
Yeah.
damn results. You're just like I just want some more.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
that's how it always is, and I'm like, yeah, dude, like
Mhm.
you've been picking up lately. Tell me,
Yeah,
tell us
Yeah,
like,
more
please
about
tell
this.
us more.
honestly,
Holy
like,
shit, right?
What is it
Honestly-
like? Because obviously, from your start to now,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's obviously growth, and I'm genuinely curious on like what that growth looks like from your perspective.
Honestly, it at first I like psych myself out into
Mhm.
like not trying things because of fear. That's why I learned like just try it. Just like
Yeah.
don't psych yourself out. Like let's just say like OnlyFans stuff, right? Like I recently did an OnlyFans, even though people were like, "You should do it. You should do it. You should just try it." And I was just like, I don't know. I always made excuses, and you know when someone just makes excuses, they really don't want to do it. You know, you can't force someone.
They just
who,
kind of want it.
yeah, but not really.
They're
But
not serious.
yeah, like but being around people who's just like, you know what? Yeah, I'll try that. You know what? Yeah, I'll try that. If it fails, whatever. Next thing. You know what? Next thing. So like, don't look at failures as failures. They're lessons. You know, they're like if you have that kind of mindset, it's like
That's
you never
good.
failed. You never ever
Nice.
fail. You
Yeah.
know, you just learn, and learning within itself is like
The part of success.
the product
Yeah.
of success.
I've
Like
never even thought about it that way.
That's
But
actually-
hey,
I actually look for failures.
then
Yeah.
Look for failures. You know?
that's how
Come
look
at
at
me,
you
bro.
look at you now.
Come at me.
Yeah. Come at me,
failures.
failures.
We welcome it
Yeah.
here. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're lessons. I just
Yeah.
label it as lessons. You know, if something didn't work out before, it's a lesson. You know,
Yeah,
it'll
true.
help me be better. So that's put me in a mindset to like, you know what, just try things out.
Yeah.
Just and at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, it's something you learned, and if it does, just keep going at it up until maybe it won't be successful. Maybe it will, but
Right.
you know,
Yeah. You never know, right?
you never know. You never know.
Miss Mizzi, I have a question. Mizzi, I have a question.
Yeah.
In terms of lessons, because obviously, like
Yeah.
on the topic of lessons, like, are there any lessons that you could share that are not even recent, but like anything that you could say were significant lessons for you?
Yeah.
That could help someone out.
If there's like if you could give an advice to like you 3 years ago,
Yeah.
what would you think?
Don't go to school.
That's- Schools are for losers.
I concur.
Schools are
I
scam.
concur. It's a scam. It's a bubble.
Cut that out. Okay, cut that
No,
out.
fuck that. That's my message.
Just
Sorry.
kidding. Just
Sorry.
kidding.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Sorry for
kidding.
anyone audio only. We're apologizing to the medic in the room right now. She's the one going to take care
you
of our
need to go
drunk
to
asses
school to be
later.
a medical person. Go to school for that. You know what I mean?
But if you're us,
Yeah, if you want to be like a content creator, like nowadays it's so easy to grasp knowledge because of the internet. You know what I mean?
true.
Very easy. Like a lot of the things I try to learn, let's just say, how do I do this? How do I do this? It's just I search it up in the internet. So
YouTube.
YouTube University.
True, dude. That is
Yes,
where it's at.
it
these
That's
days.
straight up how I learned photography.
YouTube University.
Right?
Yeah, just
YouTube.
straight up, dude.
Where do I sign up?
Exactly. Just gotta
Yeah.
you just gotta sign in. That's it. But like honestly, like it's so easy to just learn stuff now. Even classes, like classes that used to be $6,000 is $39 now. Ooh, you know what I mean?
Fucking master classes and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah. So if you're really smart, knowledge is free. And the more knowledge you have, the more tools you have to just build whatever it is you need to build, you know?
Nice.
Preparation.
Yeah, that's why I'm on
Nice.
YouTube a lot now. Like it does, let's just say like, I just want to listen to something. It's not even music anymore. It's people talking about stuff.
It's the Soju Bomb podcast. That's
It's the
what it is.
Soju
That's what
Bomb
you- that's what you're
podcast.
learning,
You know what I mean? Yeah, I listen
Yeah.
to these guys in the background sometimes while
what
I'm
I'm
like
talking
making
about.
cosplay or whatever, and I chuckle when they chuckle. It's like
It's
you
true.
know
It's
what I
like
mean?
it's like you're there. It's like you're there.
Yeah, it's like oh, yeah, that's true. I remember that time, but definitely like also like building connections with people. I think networking is one of the most important things. Like you can have the best degree, you can have the best whatever on paper, right? But if you don't know how to get your foot in the door, if you don't know anybody, it's pretty much impossible now. You know,
Sure.
impossible now.
Absolutely.
But
That's true.
a lot of
Everything's so saturated.
Yeah.
like let's just say like going back to that Josie cosplay, I only got that because of my connections too.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
like even getting my partner button, my Twitch partner, I had a friend who worked at Twitch at the time, and I asked him like, how do I get partner? And then they were just like, here you go.
Yeah.
just do this
just
and you
asked.
got it.
Yeah.
You got it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I was very lucky to have met the people I've met. So don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
be a nice person.
Yeah.
Don't try your best not to see the bad in people all the time. I know there's people in the industry or the community that are like kind of like canceled, quote unquote canceled, but
Yeah.
I do believe
Yeah.
people are capable of change, you know? Like the person
Very
who
true.
we were now are not the same the person 10 years ago. There's no fucking way. I was like,
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, I was like, I'll never smoke. I'll never, ever smoke. Never.
Wow.
I would rather
Wow.
drink. You know, I would rather kill someone.
Wow.
You know? And look at me now, I'm a pothead. So,
Hey.
The past Mizzi will laugh at me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but everyone changes.
Everyone
Yeah.
does change,
Yeah,
you know. I
absolutely.
don't see people as bad anymore.
Mhm.
I know people. I don't see people as good or bad anymore. It's just more like people just got their own shit to do. They I don't know what people are going through,
Right.
why they
Yeah.
act a certain way. So I just try not to judge surface level, at least. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Everyone has their own stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot to like for me to hate a person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You got to do
Damn.
some really fucked up shit
Right.
for me to like. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But it's
Um,
crazy because even if people do fucked up shit, we don't go like, oh, yo, you should burn, like, go
Oh,
to
yeah,
hell.
yeah.
We just
Yeah.
go like,
You know what?
yeah, sure.
Do
yeah,
your
yeah.
thing. Bye.
My
Yeah.
guy, get it
Fuck,
together.
right?
Get it together.
Yeah, we try to
That's
like
it.
just keep them that far away.
Right.
You know,
6
like
feet.
6
yeah,
feet. Literally 6 feet.
No, 60, 60. You know what I mean? Like I try to. I won't go out of my way to bash
Yeah.
people I don't like. I won't go out of my
course.
way
Yeah.
to like talk shit about them. It's just more like if they're doing their own thing, great. You know,
Yeah.
if they're doing better, great. You know, I would never be like, I hope that person
Right.
doesn't be
Yeah.
Never wish
successful.
ill on them.
Yeah.
Not spiteful
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah, like even though we or like my version of you in my head is not the best, I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
there's other people who think you're the best. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Dan Kim,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right here.
you're just the best already, man. You're
So
just
yeah.
the best. You're so lucky.
So yeah, get all the knowledge that you can.
Yeah.
If you're trying to build a business, find all the knowledge that you can, not just of course online, but
Knowledge.
talking to
Exactly,
people,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
talking to people who have the experience.
Yeah.
Just getting advice and wisdom helps a lot. And yeah, just be nice, you know,
Yeah.
and just be
Yeah.
nice. And one of the things too that I try to do is
Mhm.
choose to be happy. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
That's good.
Sorry, hang on.
Choose
I've
to
been
be
fucking
happy.
up. Wait,
Yeah.
that's a choice.
But yeah,
Yeah.
try, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Wait,
It's
so
a mindset.
can you elaborate?
It's
a
a
little bit?
mindset. It's
Yeah,
a mindset.
elaborate
Let's just
a little
say,
bit on it. Yeah.
let's just say, like, recently, like some sort of like, okay, recently, one of the people who wanted to visit me were kind of like, I felt were overstepping because people who self-invite for some reason make me feel very uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I don't do that myself. You know
Of
what
course.
I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I feel like people who self-invite themselves want something.
Right.
So I just it just triggers me a little bit. It doesn't make me feel mad, but it's just
Right.
like, why do you want to go to my place so bad? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
But wait, where was I going with this?
Yeah. So it's like choosing to be happy.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Choosing
happiness
to be
being a
happy.
choice.
Yeah, happiness is a choice. So I was getting a little pissed and stuff like that, right?
Mm,
But I try to like focus it as like, you know what? It's not a big deal.
Mhm.
You have the rest of the day. It'll be bad if I'm pissed in the morning
Right.
because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pissed the whole day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
sure.
focus your wherever you focus your energy, that's what comes back to you. You
Mhm.
know?
It's
So
true.
Absolutely.
so if you focus your energy on this thing the whole day, you were just pissed the whole day for no reason, you know? But if you focus on things that you know what? I need to do all these things today. It'll make me happy. I need to focus on the rest of my
Yeah.
day and not this thing. It's just easier to be happy when you
Yeah.
don't focus your energy
Yeah.
on the things that make you pissed, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't go looking for people who talk shit about me. I'm pretty sure there are.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't go
Fuck them.
I don't go out of my way to
Sorry.
Reddit.
Just-
Like
no, it's
n-
fight
you
them.
know.
It's true because it's like it's nuts because it's like there's some forums out there like because I'm associated with like certain people and like I'm like my name's is like mentioned like
Oh, yeah.
one time I end up like I woke up and end up reading one of those Reddits
Oh
and
shit.
like literally like or not Reddits like one of those forums
Yeah.
and I'm just like the moment I started reading them it was just like I felt mad I
Yeah.
felt negative and it's like it just carried through the whole day. I edited
Yeah.
and I was like, by the time I was done, I woke up the next day, right? And all my photos were like shit.
Oh
Just because
shit.
it's
Wow.
like my emotions carried through my work.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of people like don't know this, but like whatever you're feeling at that time, it actually like transpires.
Yeah.
And like it
Yeah.
shows in your work.
Exactly.
And then if you're like feeling negative all day long,
Mhm.
like you're just gonna end up putting like you don't realize it,
Yeah.
you end up putting like terrible content.
Yeah.
So true.
And it's like for me, it's like if it's negative, bro, like goodbye. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna go
we
ahead
got
and
no
be
time.
here.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be here, pop a bottle of beer, and like fucking have a good time.
Just
and
chill.
edit, you know, just
Yeah,
chill.
you're just
man.
in your own
Yeah.
house enjoying
Yeah.
while people are mad.
No, it's
You know?
crazy
Yeah.
too. It's like
Yeah.
I've done that before. When I was editing and I was sad. Like there was 3 days. Like everyone goes through a cycle of like little
Oh, yeah.
like depressive episodes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm not a depressed person, but I do get sad. Like
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah. It's normal.
but it's normal, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that 3 days that I was just sad, like somewhere along the line, my edits goes darker and darker. Yeah,
What the hell?
I
Like
noticed it.
like
Literally,
literally.
my edits is like darker and darker, and like towards the end, like I look back because usually it's like I try to review my sets before I send it to people,
Okay.
right? And it's like I woke up the next day and it's like, bro, it's just dark. Like there's no color, right? But then in my head, like 2 nights beforehand, when I would go ahead and edit, I'm like, oh, this looks good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like at that time I was,
Your,
I was
your
my
mind
emo-
wasn't, and your
right,
feelings
like
weren't in it.
yeah, my emotions were like heavy and all that, but like I finished, I'm like, oh, I'm happy that it's finished, right? Like it looks good. But like I revisited it, it's just dark. Like
Yeah.
no color, dark. And I'm just like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like that's what happens when you're that's what happens when you're like literally in like a really negative mindset or like
Yeah, sure.
emotionally like
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah.
So it's important when you're doing work to be in like the best mindset you can.
Yep. Yeah.
Otherwise, your work just suffers.
Yeah, no, I agree. I know there's models who, for some reason, I don't know why they do this, but they go out of their way to look for their own leaks or like people who talk
Yeah.
shit about them. And I'm like,
What?
why?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you'll just feel mad
Yeah.
and like these people obviously don't appreciate your work. Why would
Absolutely.
you give them your time, you know? Like
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just want to focus on the people who like this, you know,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
want you to be better, just want you to grow, people you
Mhm.
can learn from, and that to me is like the best way to spend my energy, you know, like
Sure. Very
just,
true.
just,
But
the
just
way I look
choose
at
to be
it-
happy.
Oh.
It's like your mind's like a temple, right? And
Mhm.
you get to choose who you allow to get into
Yes.
it, right? So like back before, like I experienced the same thing. It's like when I read something about me negative, I'll let it like engulf me, and then I'll end up being negative to people without even realizing, you know,
Yeah.
and it will
sure.
affect my work. And I caught on to that pretty quickly. I'm like, everyone doesn't deserve this. It's and it's not my fault. It's not their fault. So why am I choosing this specific experience to affect my whole day and everyone
Yeah.
else?
Yeah.
So
sure.
I was able to just be like, if there's anything negative, it just goes past me, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro.
We don't have time for that shit anymore.
I know.
Yeah, we're just
It's
walking by.
2020. It's a new day.
All
It's
Yeah.
quarantine.
personal
All right, we ain't
growth.
fucking
Yeah.
around right now.
Yeah, I just noticed too that people who just have so much hate to put out are it's just going through
Yeah.
probably their own.
Yeah. That's the
Self-hate.
thing. And
Yeah,
it's
they're
like,
going
I
through
don't,
shit.
whenever
Yeah.
I see people like be negative and hate, I actually don't hate them. I actually feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
And I empathize, and that makes me be okay with just not hating them and
Yeah,
Yeah.
being positive.
Sure.
Yeah.
I agree for sure. So yeah, choose to be happy if you can.
Okay, I guess I'll be happy because
Yeah.
Mizzi's told me to. Okay.
Focus on the things that make you happy. Yes.
No, that's good. That's good. It reminds me of a quote that my big bro used to say. He said, "If you feel good, you'll do good."
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
and
should get that tattooed on my forehead. But backwards. So when I
so
look at the
when they
mirror,
look at it, they're like, "Oh, it's not for everyone else. It's for you."
it's for
Yeah.
me.
Got it. It's only for you. They're like, "Well, the
Yeah.
what?" They're
What's
trying to
that?
Don't
What's
worry about it.
Yeah.
It's for me.
It's for me.
It's not for you.
Damn. All right. So obviously I want to be cognizant of your time and everything. So that was I hope you had fun. That was actually like really, really good.
It's ending already. What the hell?
I mean, how are we on time? How are we on time?
An hour and 40.
Man, gentlemen, I don't know about you guys, but I've learned a lot. I feel like
Me too.
Mhm.
bro, I legitimately feel like this is like a TED talk.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much good
Miss
shit.
Talk.
Yeah, there's a
Miss
Miss
Talk.
Talk, M-I-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Izzy's
think,
advice tonight is pretty on point.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
I-
Thank you.
heavily.
Thank you.
genuinely, I didn't really know what to expect. I was expecting just having good vibes, but honestly,
Bro.
I'm genuinely inspired.
Aw.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. So there's so much that I want to continue asking, but I want to
Yeah.
try to be mindful of your time and everything. So
Mm.
I'm gonna go and close this out.
Mhm.
But did you have fun, and would you join us to do this again
Yes,
sometime?
of course. Oh my god, I love you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I would have been sad if I wasn't invited.
Oh.
Okay, well,
But
definitely.
I would still support, of course.
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you, appreciate
But
it.
thank
So-
you for having me. I love
Yes,
you
thank you
guys.
so
It was an
much for coming.
honor.
I know.
Mhm.
Okay, so when it comes to MizziMie, how can people find you, or like what? Well, first of all, like what are you working on, or like is there anything that you want to like shout out? Like, feel free to
Yeah.
let the world know, let the universe know.
I'm still doing the same things, but I do plan on making merch eventually.
Nice.
Maybe I don't know if I'm gonna call it Mizzi merch. I don't know.
Is that competition?
Watch out!
We'll
Watch
accept.
out!
I'm gonna be here eating the popcorn.
Guys, thank you so much.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
Kim.
yeah!
Kim.
Shout out to today's sponsors. Senpai Squad. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Kim, he made us. Look at us.
Dude,
Yeah. So the chibis are out now.
All the merch.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kim.
So
Thank
I think
you.
the same-
Like, check out his store pays bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy shit pays bills.
This podcast is for Mizzi.
No, this guy inspires me.
She had to plug
Yeah, for
Senpai
sure.
Squad though. So you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like Kim has been giving me his swag since the day he made Senpai Squad. So I have all the
Dude,
swag
God
still.
bless.
Thank
Damn.
you.
You're a certified like Senpai Squad streamer, right?
Oh
That's
shit.
great.
I
saw that. I'm
tell
like,
them I am. I tell them I am.
Word?
I tell them.
Yeah, I represent.
Yeah, I gotta represent the squad, you know.
Yeah, bro.
Hell
For
yeah.
sure.
That's the
Dang.
squad.
But yeah, I want to do maybe merch in the future. I don't know if I'm gonna associate it to me. It might just be a totally
Mizzi
different
you.
thing.
Mizzi, Mizzi, you lying?
Oh my god! Is that gonna be the name?
Let's
Like,
go, baby.
Mizzi you.
Yo, put in the comments if you want Mizzi you merch.
One's in the chat. One's in the
One's in the
chat.
chat, baby. One's in the chat.
But yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, that's something I have something in mind. I also wanted to
Nice.
do like lingerie, but that seems harder. But
Whoa.
let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
Sky's
but-
the limit. at
The
this
world
point
will
for
be
you.
ready for that. I
Yeah.
promise.
Yeah, for sure. I've been doing all my research for lingerie stuff
Mhm.
too.
Nice.
It seems a little bit harder, but I'm willing to take on the challenge. But I want to do something easier, so I have experience first.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, maybe merch in the future.
Yeah.
Nice. Keep an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out for that. I definitely want to make more YouTube content. Thanks,
Let's
James.
go.
Yeah, shout out Young James.
James, you got this.
Young James, do you have anything to say? What does the future of MizziMie's content look
Yeah.
like? What do you have in store?
Well, I mean, right now
We haven't done
still-
anything
yeah,
yet.
we're
Yeah,
It's all in the planning. It's all in the planning.
we're planning it still.
Yeah,
It's
we're
bright
planning
and
it.
clear.
Yeah, the skies are opening for
Yeah.
us. Yes.
Damn. All right. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Man, this is a shit ton to look forward to.
Yeah,
Then. Damn, we're not
yeah.
gonna be bored for sure then.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I just wanna make stuff and make people happy and stuff like that. But if you guys
Nice.
wanna check out my stuff, everything is MizziMie, MizziMie.
Nice.
My
Yeah.
MimziMie,
Right?
Mumzimoo. Like people don't know how to read my name sometimes.
It's true.
Yeah,
Sadly,
Mim-
don't know
Mimzi
why.
Mai. Like if I follow someone on Twitch, my name pops up and they try to read it, right? Mimzi Mai.
Mimzi Mai.
Thank you so much. And I'm just like, you got the Mizzi right sometimes,
Yeah.
I guess. But
That's not me.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not me.
It must be some other streamer.
Senpai didn't
Who
really
dat?
notice.
Yeah, who dat? Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, OnlyFans, Twitch.
Nice.
YouTube, pretty much all the same. YouTube,
Yeah.
I wanna revamp it, make it better.
Nice.
Um,
Nice, Young James.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, you James.
All right, Young James. Nice.
But yeah, hopefully you guys will continue to support me. Thank you to all the people who have supported me for this long. Thank you to all my friendships that have new and old, of course.
Nice.
You know, you guys are all
Definitely
good energy.
Nice.
And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Oh my
Hopefully,
gosh.
maybe season 2 of
Yeah.
Soju
this
Bomb.
or just whatever.
Yeah.
Shit, maybe next week.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because it's like you're in Vegas now. We're all in Vegas now.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And like
So that's the
Kim-
thing.
Okay, like we tested positive. Like Kim tested positive. We can just do this
Negative.
every month.
We tested
Wait,
negative.
positive?
We
You
tested
guys
negative. We
tested
tested negative.
Tina?
We tested
Tina?
negative. We tested negative.
Negative.
We tested negative.
Negative.
We tested
I had a
negative.
little bit too much to drink. Like, negative.
I was like, wait a minute, I didn't know
He's
that.
positive that we were
Kid from
negative.
Senpai Squad
Okay.
tested positive.
Well, that's-
Get your mouth.
Order your shit on SenpaiSquad.net.
I'm sorry. Negative.
Protect yourself.
Yo, I'm just
Nice.
a very positive person. I like to say positive things.
That's true.
Like,
That's
you
true.
know.
You are. You very
Yo,
much
I
so.
have an olive
Oh,
life.
oh, shit.
Oh
Shit.
my god.
Watch out.
Okay.
That recovery though.
Nice.
I know. Holy moly.
All right. So since we interviewed you, any questions for us or any closing remarks for us? Any advice to the young folks out there that are drinking soju along with us that are trying to come up in this new normal?
Definitely check out Soju Bomb.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
They're the latest. They're the latest people. I've known these people for years, and
That's
they've
true.
been amazing. I can't say anything really bad about them.
Oh, thank
Besides,
you.
they just work too hard. They work too much, man.
That's true, I do.
Senpai
I know.
definitely noticed.
It's like a job interview.
Yeah.
What's your weakness? I work too hard.
I work too much. I swear. Yeah, like these three guys, sometimes they're a little too hard to reach sometimes when I'm in a
It's
con
true.
or something. Because
Yeah, it's
they're
true.
just out and
Invisible.
about, you know? They're just doing their own thing. But it's okay. I'm like that
true.
too sometimes.
Sorry, we're kicking it right now. It's okay.
Yeah, but
I
definitely
think this is
check
the
these
longest
guys
we've
out.
seen each other.
Yeah. Oh my God. 2 hours straight.
Dang, 2 hours straight.
2
What is
hours
that?
straight.
Yeah. Nice.
But
Okay.
yeah, I have questions for you guys. I guess what's in the future for you guys? You know, what's in store.
I'll let these
Yeah.
kind gentlemen
Go ahead, Kim.
carry on. Yeah, what's going
I'm
down?
actually looking to host a lot more parties. So last year I only did about 2 or 3 parties.
Dude.
I
Next
thought it
year,
was more than that for some reason.
I mean official
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah.
parties, right? And then
Yeah.
obviously I do a lot of I always want to do underground stuff because that's my route, right?
Mhm.
It's true.
But I always want to also expand because we have a growing fan base. So I want to have the
Yes.
opportunity to grow. So
Nice.
we're looking to do, 10 to 20 parties. Like we already secured 12 venues for like
Oh my God.
conventions.
For 2021?
Mm-hmm.
God
Yeah.
damn.
I'll
Yeah.
be there.
Young James, what are we doing?
What 20 parties?
Sorry.
20 parties. Do you guys know how many 20 parties is? There's like
There's 12 months in a year.
yeah,
That's like
exactly.
at
That's
least-
like 1.5 each month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 2.
Party life.
Yeah.
Exactly. Holy
Damn.
shit, bro! I didn't even know.
Hell yes.
Yeah, I didn't even know either.
Yeah. Well,
I know you're talking about it, but
Yeah. Well, this year was supposed to be 9.
yeah.
But then my partner was like, we ain't gonna let that stop us. We gonna do more.
Yeah.
You know, so
9 only.
Nice.
not only that's it. You know?
That's
But
crazy.
it's good to be around with people who wanna push you to do
Yeah.
more. So
Nice.
that's why we're at that number.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah.
What about you?
So so if you guys haven't noticed yet, we are in a new setup. We completely apologize. So it's just like plants. We got plants. Planties are over here. So it's like we apologize. We suffered like a little technical issue. My microphone died midway, but we're gonna fix that on the next episode. But yeah, so the place you guys are watching us now is actually the SQ and HQ.
HQ.
Mizzi and I moved into Vegas, and I was very fortunate enough to like have a lock in on this house.
Woo!
You
Nice.
know that. Yeah, for the tour of this house will soon be up on my
Yes.
YouTube channel.
Nice young
Ooh.
James. Nice young James.
Yeah,
Nice.
youtube.com.
Oh, look at James.
/square noodles, right? Check that out. We're in the smaller place right now, but like it's perfect, like snug.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Very
so
snug.
lots and lots of like things planned. Like thank you for asking, Mizzi. It's just like, oh my god, like us being in Vegas just creates so much possibility for
Yeah.
growth.
Yes.
Right?
Very true.
Not only for Soju Bomb, but for Mizzi,
Mm,
for
For
Kim, and for Anthony. You
Yeah,
know,
that's true.
there's just like 2020 has been like horrible year.
Crazy.
It's just kind of like, I'm sorry, like things
Sorry,
are
2020.
bad, but like as much as possible, we're doing our best to like grow, like, and make
Yeah.
the best out of like a terrible situation we're
Yeah,
in.
Very true.
Yeah, for the most part, it's like I'm really excited for the future. Not just for the podcast, for my photography, for Kim's business, for Mizzi's for Mizzi's blooming career.
Fucking
Oh my
killing
god!
it.
And then
Killing
like
it.
Anthony's
Killing it.
like Anthony's actually like a big
I'm
a big
doing
part of
stuff.
like everything. Anthony's
That's
just
true.
working
This is
hard.
the guy behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
he's
doing
like-
there.
stuffs.
He's the guy. Like holy shit, bro.
True.
Like,
You'll never see him because he's always doing something.
yeah, yeah.
You never see
You know
him
what's
behind,
crazy?
behind,
Here's
literally
the
behind
thing,
the
right?
scenes.
Anthony's like he's having so much health issues, but he's not letting it like get like the best of him. He's always like doing his best to
Okay,
like
bro.
fight it off. And like
Yeah,
this
he's
guy,
broken.
holy shit.
Oh,
You guys are gonna see more of him.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess to comment
yeah.
on that, yeah, knee's still messed up. Surgery may be a thing, so yeah. But I appreciate the positivity and thanks for keeping my spirits up. I appreciate all of you guys. Yeah. I guess that's the only thing. So to close this out, yeah,
Our
young-
socials.
yeah. So we'll shout out the socials. All of our socials are in the description, but you can follow Marvin Square Noodles where?
At Instagram.com/square_noodles and
youtube.com/square noodles.
Nice. And Kim from Senpai Squad, where can we follow
You
you?
can follow me at Senpai Squad Net across everything.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
That's why he kind of got everything. And our wonderful guest MizziMie, where can we follow her again?
MizziMie on everything.
Hey.
Let's
Dang,
go.
nice. And you, sir? Oh, Anthony RK, Anthony_RK on pretty much everything.
Yes.
All right, and Young James, where can we follow you? Young James,
Let's go.
Young James, where do we follow you?
Square noodles.
Dang.
Nice. For now.
Nice.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
and of
So
course, yeah.
So of course, like she's been behind the scenes, but Tina's actually with us today.
Thank
Oh,
you.
shout out Tina!
Our first
Thank
audience.
you.
I know.
Yes,
This is our first live audience, bro.
Yeah,
What?
you can
What
find.
is
You
this?
wanna go on?
And yeah, statement. Tina,
Welcome,
Tina,
girl.
what was? What? Hey, nice.
Hi,
Nice. Hi, who are you?
hi. So I don't know.
Don't be nervous. It's okay.
So she's been the person behind the camera watching us as the number one
Judging
fan.
us. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fan.
Nice.
Find her at-
Oh, you can find me at GG_TinaBerry on Instagram.
Woo! You should definitely follow her.
Check her
Yeah.
out. Check her out.
Nice. Dang, this is fucking bringing everything home right now.
Yeah.
And of course, you can follow us on sojubomb.tv or Soju Bomb across all platforms.
Thank you guys.
Everything. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for watching. This was super fucking fun.
Oh
we
my
really
God.
need
Our
to keep
first
this up
time
going.
back in
I know, first
I
time back. This,
know.
good energy.
I
This feels
know.
really good. The soju's definitely hitting. How's the wine?
I know.
Ladies?
I killed it.
Nice. Definitely. All right.
Okay,
What-
what last drink before we go, man?
Yeah. Last cheers. Thank you everybody for.
Well, yeah. End it with some soju.
End it. Yeah. End it with a thing. End it with a clank.
We're ending it with Soju. Hold on.
Oh yes. Yes.
I guess we are.
Yes.
Or I do with soju.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
You might get some drunk BTS video. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye. All right. Count us down, baby.
3, 2, 1, clap, bitch.
Let's go, son! Let's go, son! You know what I'm talking about? That was a rap right there.
What's a rap?
I am wet as fuck. I am wet as fuck right now.
Finish strong.
I am wet as fuck right now. Nice.
Thank you so much, Mizzi.
Oh hell yeah!
that's our
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
That is our podcast.
I missed
Yeah.
you so much.
You wish.
Like